Hello there, my friends. So if you're watching this, I'm assuming that you want to play Jesse Stewart's version of Cold Beer, and I don't really blame you, because it is a good song. The only thing is, before we start, I want to acknowledge the fact that Jesse Stewart is a fucking was a fucking bastard, and I'm glad that he's out of this world. Now, on to the song itself. The chords are A, C, G, F. Now, you may already recognize a couple of these. C and G are two of the basic chords, some of the very, very first ones that you learn because they're the easiest to play. You'll start off right up at the top of the neck. You're going for the bottom or top two strings. I'm going to call them the bottom one, but most people call them the top two strings because, they're the highest pitch. We're going for the A and the E strings. And on the A string, it's the second fret, and on the E string, it's the third. That's your G. Ooh, lovely. G major. Now, if you move that up by one, just there, you see, that's your C. That's your C major. And that is the foundation of a lot of music. Have you seen my Cindy? She lives down in the town. Grand. Everybody's happy. Now, A. A major is a pain in the bollocks. I have managed to figure out that A major is a hell of a lot easier if you skip the G and the E, if you skip the A and the E strings and you go to the D string. Now, you play the second fret on the D string and then you play the sixth fret. It's a bit of a stretch, especially on this octave mandolin. Speaking of, I'm playing an octave mandolin. Don't worry about it. It'll work just as well on a regular mandolin. What were we doing? Oh, yeah. A major works very well if you play the second fret on the D string and the sixth fret on the G string. Wow, good stuff. But personally, when I'm playing this song, I don't like to have to make that big stretch right in the middle of it. So I play A like this. Instead of playing an A major chord, I recommend playing an A power chord. Now, power chords on the mandolin are really, really easy, especially A, because basically how power chords work is it's just the root note of a scale and then the fifth note of the scale. And since mandolins are tuned in fifths, that means that this is going to be pretty fucking simple. Now, if we skip, so we have a G string here, so we skip G sharp and we go to A, and then we cover over the next one to make this 1/5 up. And then we have our A string, which is already A when it's open, and now we have our E string, which is, again, 1/5 up. That means that is an A power chord. Now, you'll notice that I'm doing this with my thumb. I'm covering over the first two, the top two, the thick two, the G and the D string, on the second fret with my thumb. And I'm strumming that, and I'm leaving the other two strings untouched. I say the other two, what I mean is the other four, but you know yourself, mandolins, they're tuned like G, G, D, D, A, A, E, E, so I'm treating these like one, like a four-stringed instrument. So, where were we? Yes, there's your A chord. So, there's your A major, A power chord. And you just strum that. Now, I was doing that with my finger, or my thumb. You can try doing it with your finger as well. It's a little bit tricky, but you can get it down fairly easily. He says, and then can't fucking get it down. Anyway, there you go. I'm going to use my thumb. Now, we're going A, G, C. I haven't gone over F. F. Anyway, F chord. That's the last one. So your F is going to be the first fret on the E string. It's going to be skipping the A string. You play the third fret on the D string, and then you play the fifth fret on the G string. So it's going to be a bit of a stretch. I'm not going to lie to you. It is a bit of a stretch. But the more you play, you're going to play this. It's going to sound like shit. You're going to cry, you're going to be sad, you're going to think, oh, I never should have taken up mandolin, I have awful sausage fingers and I keep on hitting the wrong strings, and ooh, I'm terrible at this. But then you're going to keep doing it. You're going to get used to it, and we're all going to have a cup of tea at the end. It's going to be grand. The more you do this, the more comfortable you'll get with it. You'll just slowly, unconsciously move your fingers into their right positions until you won't even think about it. F will just be natural. F natural is already a music term, isn't it? It'll come naturally to you, is what I mean. So there's your F chord. Going from top to bottom, it's G on 5, D on 3, open A string, and then first fret on the E string. There you go. Now, starting back on the A, it's A, C, G, F. So, that's the strumming pattern. It's quick tap, just the top string, just the G string, or the G and the D string. It's up to yourself. Just a quick like pluck. Ooh, very quick, very pluck. Do that, and then you're gonna go with one full strum. Here, let me shift this so you can actually see. And you're gonna go with one full strum. So it's, and you see there, down, up, and then you just do another tap, down, up, tap. Now, this is my preferred way of doing it. Anything that sounds good is the right way of doing it. Do whatever feels natural to you, because this is how I play it. But whenever I'm singing along to it, my brain can't keep up with doing this with my hand and doing this with my fucking face. So what I have to do instead, I just use downstrokes. Whenever I'm singing, I have to, which apparently works fine. So whatever feels the best for you and whatever you think sounds the best, whatever you choose, that's the real strumming pattern. But for now, I'll tell you, this is how I do it. Now, go look up the lyrics online and learn them all by heart and sing this to your heart's content. And don't forget that Jesse Stewart is a fucking cunt, or was a fucking cunt. Yeah.